EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls getting set to match up with the San Antonio Spurs. The opening tip. To the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Kyrie Irving at the line for 2 shots. A career 87% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Bulls with the basketball. Richardson picked up by DeJounte Murray. To Irving. Down low Anderson. Nice pass to get things going.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Good there.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
To Richardson. Anthony Davis pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
DeRozan with it. A minute gone by. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Kyrie. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Irving with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Has a chance. Kyrie Irving missed his first. That one goes. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Levine to Richardson. And the finish at the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed.
That leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Kyrie across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Whiteside. Knocked loose. Keeps it alive. Gotta love the hustle. Kyrie Irving, 2 for 3 now here in the first. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, and he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college. But the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Anthony Davis sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Layup goes down. Well done.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Irving.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And 2 for AD.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And abuses the rim with the big finish.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Knocked loose.
Bro, why do y'all keep stealing the ball when I'm trying to pass it?
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
DeJounte Murray. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Levine to Whiteside. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Irving to Whiteside. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
To Aldridge. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
San Antonio ball. DeJounte Murray to Davis. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Anthony Davis, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line.
For the Chicago Bulls, number 24.
Neely Keenan into the front court. Down 3 to Whiteside. Short jumper won't fall. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Hassan Whiteside sends it away. Fires the 3. Misfires. It's no good. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Finish finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
Ntilikina with the basketball. Down 5. To Richardson. Second effort. Anthony Davis. Tips it. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Ntilikina. Shot from in close, no good.
Think about the ball gets stolen from you.
Richardson to Ntilikina. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught, and number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second one as well. Burke with it. His team up by 7. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball. I'm here.
Ntilikina to Richardson. To Ntilikina. 5 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Ntilikina with a shot, no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Nasty. You better remember his number and not let that happen again.
Burke with it. His team leads it by 10. To Davis. Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Chicago ball. Here comes the screen. Take stock of the floor. To Richardson. The pass set it all up.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
Anthony Davis, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
The assist from number 31, Ryan Anderson.
Able to convert inside. Richardson, Tanilikina. Goaltending.
What the?
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Chicago Bulls, number 32.
To Davis. And he's going to the free throw line.
Yo, Ed, how's that saying go? Fool me once, you used up the free pass. You know how they're calling this one. Ease up on the aggressive plays on the ball.
Anthony Davis. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. Nope. First one does not go. No good. Missed them both. Ntilikina into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in a very one-sided first quarter thus far. Hassan Whiteside looking good. 4 for 5.
Woo! See that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here's a chance from long range. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The drive, right to the basket. Josh Richardson, he's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Down low for Davis. Scores from the post.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Can't miss those.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
Yeah.
Off the
Yeah.
assist.
What money?
That $20,000.
I don't have no $20,000.
You supposed to give me
A shot
$20,000.
at the buzzer. Final shot of the period.
You changed your mind?
I ain't got $20,000 money.
Time's run out here in the
You
first
changed
quarter.
your mind, man.
No.
But you're gonna make sure you get that money from the doctor, right? Even if you gotta hem him up in the corner, like, look, nigga, where's the money? Store wasn't open when I went down there last time. Motherfucker don't open the key.
One quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
They'll get it down to Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now 5 for 6.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Bulls have it. Ntilikina to Levine. Probing the defense. Ntilikina with a shot, no good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
To Davis. Not that time. Ntilikina with the basketball. Down 8. To Zach Levine. Hassan Whiteside. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Bulls with it. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Frank Ntilikina at the line
right
for
there.
2 shots. He
I
struggled
knew
so
that. I just
far.
wanted to make sure he remembered.
First one.
I just want to see if he had my back like that. Damn. You look terrible.
2 for 2 on that trip. Murray with it. Up by 6. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. The screen sets him up for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Chicago basketball. Levine to Whiteside. To Levine. Fires the 3. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Shot won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Ryan Anderson, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. Misses the first.
Focus here. Need one time. One time.
Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Right now, San Antonio's possession. DeJounte Murray. Down low, Aldridge. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Levine to Whiteside. And count the basket inside.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Nothing going here on that drive. DeMar DeRozan. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Neely Keenan into the front court. His team down 9. Richardson to Neely Keenan. A lot of contact. No whistle. To DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Chicago possession. Neely Keenan matched up with Aldridge. To Zach Levine. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Levine shot no good. Murray into the front court. The lead is 11. DeRozan guarded by Ryan Anderson. To Murray. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Richardson defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Try from the baseline, but it won't go down. Murray with the basketball. His team on top by 13. To DeRozan. Deep 2 there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Richardson to Levine. 5 to shoot for the Bulls. Zach Levine. He engulfed him that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Shot no good there by Levine. DeRozan with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Rebound comes to Chicago. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Richardson to Zach Levine. Here comes the screen. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Irving to Levine. Anthony Davis with the block. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Levine. Irving. Off the mark. DeRozan with it. The lead is 15. To Davis, down low. Throws it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Irving to Zach Levine. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Nothing going here on that drive. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Another follow, no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Has a look. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Richardson picked up by DeRozan. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Shot from the lane won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
To Murray. Nothing going here on that drive. DeMar DeRozan. 2 of 4 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Screen coming. Irving. Lays it up and in.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense. Has a chance, and he knocks it down, Jay.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here's Irving into the front court. His guys down big. Wide open look, won't go. Davis to DeRozan. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Driving right to the basket. Whiteside. The jumper's off the mark. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 23,
DeRozan with the basketball. His guys leading by 14. Here comes the screen. DeRozan against Anderson. DeMar DeRozan. 4 out of 7.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Into the front court, it's Irving. He'll run the offense. Richardson has a look. And a putback slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a shot up off the mark. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Spurs are up after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs. The Bulls are in need of some changes at the half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Field goals.
The San Antonio Spurs are keeping things simple, just making their shots. Easier said than done, of course, but it doesn't take an expert to know shooting more successfully than your opponents translates into wins.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis showed off his timing and athleticism with a lot of blocks. The defense he put on display requires the kind of effort that fans love to see from their team.
Who was gold?
forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
He cruises in for two. Too easy.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Levine to Richardson.
Oh, met at the summit, Ed.
I was sure that was going to be a dunk, Jay. What control by the defender. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Irving to Richardson. Anthony Davis swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Aldridge. Davis. What a save. That's hard work right there. Kyrie with the rock. To Levine. To Whiteside. From the painted area, won't go down. To Aldridge. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
LaMarcus Aldridge trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Now the Bulls will take the timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Irving to Richardson. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. Murray into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Shot from the... Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Chicago with the possession. Kyrie Irving lines it up for two. That's rebounded by San Antonio. Surveys the floor. And the two. Counted for Aldridge.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Nothing going here on that drive. Levine to Whiteside. Almost unlucky bounce. Murray with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. They go down to Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Levine to Irving. to Zach Levine. Nothing going here on that drive. DeMar DeRozan rejects it. Irving.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
To Murray. He connects off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Bulls with the rock to Whiteside. Richardson. Down low Anderson. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
DeJounte Murray. Down low for Davis. Scores from the post.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Richardson. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Nice pass to set things up. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
And the Spurs able to clear the rebound. To DeRozan. Has a chance. Just off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Levine to Richardson. Oh, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Into the game for the Bulls, number 24,
Levine to Richardson. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
Double. Watch that cut. I got the cut. Watch the cutter.
Nice finish at the rim.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Levine to Richardson. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Stuffs it down with authority.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball.
You got all your reaction.
Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Neely Kina with the basketball. Down a bundle. Richardson to Neely Kina. Here comes the screen. Levine to Richardson. Shot clock winding down. Anthony Davis pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
San Antonio with the basketball. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Neely Kina.
It's still.
He throws it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
To Whiteside. And count the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Davis. Throws it up. Flushes down the slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
LaMarcus Aldridge sends it away. And that one out of bounds off a spur. Changes coming from both sides right now.
This could be a block cutter.
Richardson. now ready to shoot at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Spurs in possession. DeJounte Murray to Davis. Sizing up the defense. Rebound snared by Kid Gilchrist. Richardson. Count the bucket for two.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
They'll get it down to Davis. Hassan Whiteside snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Davis. Able to convert inside.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Ntilikina into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Ntilikina matched up with DeJounte Murray. To Richardson. Going to launch beyond the arc. They need something to go down. It's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
DeJounte Murray to Davis. The rebound cleared by the Bulls. Ntilikina with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Richardson. Here comes the screen. Richardson. To Ntilikina. Off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
To Murray. To Davis. Down low. Got it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Richardson. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. DeJounte Murray. To Davis. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Ntilikina matched up with DeJounte Murray. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And 2 for AD.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Trying to cash in. Count the basket.
Why are you even guarding a bad shooter that close in the first place? This is psychological warfare. Leave him open. Make him think about it before he shoots you.
DeJounte Murray to Davis.
I don't know about you guys, but I believe that the Bulls are getting their ass whooped.
Short jumper misses.
Badly. This wasn't the homecoming I was expecting. I thought they had more guts
Ntilikina to
to
Richardson.
catch up.
Five seconds to shoot. Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for the defense there. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. All Spurs so far. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
Here comes the screen. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Short jumper won't go down. To Ntilikina. No good.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
To Davis. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. Here's Davis. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Hey, double screen.
Curling inside. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
And that one out of bounds off a spur. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Stepping in for
with the basketball. Slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know
Great
what else
to
there
the
is
laundry
to say.
room for me.
Is this even a game? I mean, we
I'm
should
gonna
just
go
start
grab this
packing up
stuff
and
up.
getting ready to go right now.
The drive, right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for the Bulls. For 3, can't connect. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. On the follow, way to stay with it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story of legendary coach.
How many points did AD got? I got 34 and 8 and rebounds. I haven't did much assists the whole entire game. 16, 11, 32. This man has created a triple-double by the whole entire game.
Once told me, he said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Aldridge. Stuffs it down with authority.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Brown with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Whiteside. And the denial.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. New blood coming in for both sides. Richardson here against LaMarcus Aldridge. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. The shot almost.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Old school equals high percentage.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving to Richardson. Down low Anderson. Anthony Davis tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Trey Burke. That no good. Off the mark.
I couldn't get the rebound.
Grant with the basketball. Down a bundle. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Davis. And the basket good at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Richardson. Anthony Davis with a piece.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Please on guys that he made that dunk. Oh.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks, but you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Chicago ball. Great feed. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
DeRozan with it. His guys holding the big lead. To Davis. And he finishes at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Irving to Levine. Here comes the screen. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
It's DeRozan. They go down to Davis. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
To Zach Levine. Rebound comes to Aldridge.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Not going down for him this time. DeRozan with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Rebound comes to Kyrie. Richardson to Whiteside. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Hassan Whiteside at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Burke with it. He'll run the offense. To Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Levine.
I don't know what you're doing, bro, but I'm not letting you out of my sight.
Lets it fly from long range. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Richardson. Anthony Davis. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
To Aldridge. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LaMarcus Aldridge trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Bulls have it. To Richardson. Oh, they called the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Irving to Richardson. Ah, the monster stuff.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Aldridge. Hassan Whiteside with the block. That's his third block this evening. Scores from the post.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Jaren Grant. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
It's good. Count
Oh,
the
the
basket
goodness, he
and
went
the
on a,
foul.
And so many
on a
players, when they come
bomb.
into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. DeJounte Murray to Davis. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Irving. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
From long range. Not that time. He misses. To Whiteside. They called a 3-second violation. DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
To Davis. Oh, nice He's fine for the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
It's the Spurs who are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Spurs put on a show in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the San Antonio Spurs. The Bulls seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Blocks.
The San Antonio Spurs couldn't have been more impactful with their shot blocking. I was fascinated by the way they used their aggressive defense to get a well-deserved win.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in,
Zach LaVine
of
needs to
course,
be traded.
but even the best players
Serious enough.
find their way into this part of the show. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Chicago Bulls. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
What's going on, folks? It is K-Spade the Prospect. I'm back today with more highlights from the one, and this time the one is on the receiving end of a You know what? Let's go take a look. I don't know what I like better, the pass or the finish. Both of them were sick, and trust me, this type of of stuff right here we get you on this show every day. Okay, folks, this case made the prospect signing out today. No more highlights, I don't think. Then again, the one might be balling right now. Who knows? Stay tuned right here for more.
All right, y'all. Pelicans and Philadelphia, and then Atlanta will be in the next episode.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. The opening tip to the home side. Pelicans with it first in New Orleans. Here comes the screen.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Holiday to Kyle Kuzma.
Off 30 in the West.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Off AD.
Kuzma driving, but a shot won't go. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a prob city.
Holiday in possession. Down 2. Hayden to Stanley Johnson. Drew Holiday up against DeRozan. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Murray. Able to convert inside. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
To Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Johnson. Down low, Cauley Stein. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. It's DeRozan controlling the offense. Down low for Davis. Slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Hayden with the basketball. Down just a couple. to Holiday. Here comes the screen. Elfrid Payton, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. For three. Not getting the bounce. Murray into the front court. 2-point advantage. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. To Kyle Kuzma. Stanley Johnson matched up with DeRozan. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. The shot by Payton won't fall. Rises for the slam.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
New Orleans going to take it up. Payton to Holiday. Probing the defense. Screen coming. Holiday to Stanley Johnson. Nice pass to set things up.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To DeRozan. 4-3. DeMar DeRozan is going to get 3 shots here for his career, 82%. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Payton into the front court. 5-point game. Drew Holiday picked up by DeRozan. Can't connect from in close. DeRozan with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. He connects with the step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Payton. Kuzma. Cauley Stein goes to the left side. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
DeRozan with it. His team up by 7. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the rebound taken down by Kuzma. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
It's Pelicans ball. To Holiday. Cauley Stein. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley Stein. Murray with the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. They go down to Davis. Anthony Davis. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Old school equals high percentage.
Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Holiday to Kyle Kuzma. Johnson to Holiday. Peyton to Stanley Johnson. And a nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Spins and scores.
Nasty. You better remember his number and not let that happen again.
New Orleans has it. Holiday to Kyle Kuzma. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Johnson to Holiday. Drew Holiday. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
DeRozan to Davis. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Drew Holiday matched up with Aldridge. To Stanley Johnson. Driving right to the basket.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Spurs have it. To Davis. Just off the mark. Probing the defense. Johnson. The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To DeRozan. Going to launch beyond the arc. And it's Peyton there for the rebound. To Kyle Kuzma. To Holiday. Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions.
Pelicans have the basketball. Peyton to Brogdon.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Has a chance. Brogdon can't connect. Sets him up. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. Peyton. Finish that.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
To Kyle Kuzma. Anthony Davis. Huge block. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Burke with it. Leads 5.
You got $10 on cash app? No.
Here's the three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Peyton with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Anthony Davis with a piece. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And scores. Strong take.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Great dish to set it up. Count it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The assist from number 0.
taken by the Pelicans. Deep two there, won't go. And the rebound comes down to New Orleans. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? And that one is out.
Wow.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Subbing in for number 2.
We playing basketball. We playing basketball.
To Kyle Kuzma. The drive right to the basket. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Burke with it. They lead it. 4-point game. To Davis, down low. Anthony Davis. Looking good. 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Brogdon. To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen.
You got the mail coming? What you got coming?
Kuzma to the basket, but a shot stays out.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed.
An apartment
Great
envelope.
job by utilizing that speed.
Apartment envelope, yeah.
Count the basket at the rim.
Contact on the drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Kyle Kuzma. Cruises inside for 2.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Burke with it. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. To Davis. Not that time.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
And count the basket.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Burke with it. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. "17-footer at the buzzer. Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Spurs have the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Had a chance, but it's no good.
Oh, yes, me and you.
To Payton. Doesn't get the bounce. To Davis. Nice finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Hayden into the front court. Margins 8. Kuzma to Payton. Here comes the screen. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Shot won't go.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Brogdon. To Kyle Kuzma. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kyle Kuzma, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first. Antonio with the basketball. That's out of...
Come on, y'all, let's go get it. It's on up.
Substitutions.
Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for two.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Payton with the basketball. His guys down big. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
To Aldridge. Cashes in for two.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Passed it off. The monster stuff. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Burke with it. His guys holding the big lead. To DeRozan. Beyond the arc for three. And that's rebounded by Payton. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Murray into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. DeRozan. And the two. Counted for Aldridge.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Holiday. That won't go. To DeRozan. Not going down for him this time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Got it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Burke with it. Looking to make something happen from long range. And the rebound comes down to the Pelicans. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
No.
Shot from in close, no good. Payton into the front court. Trailing by 15. Holiday to Stanley Johnson. Has a look. Shot by Holiday, no good. Burke with it. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Pelicans basketball. Drew Holiday here against LaMarcus Aldridge. To Payton. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Holiday. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Aldridge. Gets it in the left corner. Fires the three. That's off the side.
Oh, yeah, gotta make the basket somehow.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Elfrid Payton trying to cash in on the three-point play. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. Whoops, that won't go. Burke with it. His guy's up by 15. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Yeah. I need a sandwich.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Spurs have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the San Antonio Spurs. The Pelicans are down momentum. They've been scrapping, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the New Orleans Pelicans.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Anthony Davis tallied a lot of blocks in the first half and really made his presence known on the defensive end. I bet we end up seeing the opposition get even more timid around him. And don't forget, we've got ourselves a guard putting up this kind of defensive display.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Murray with it. The lead is 15 to Aldridge. Here comes the screen. Hayden with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Shot from the lane won't go. Swings it, looking for his man, throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Hayden to Holiday. Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air. Spurs in possession. There's the toss. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Elfrid Payton matched up with DeJounte Murray. To Stanley Johnson. Five seconds to shoot. That's a 24-second violation. Right now, San Antonio's possession. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Nominations can be submitted on our team.
Payton to Holiday. To Payton. Trying to cash in. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
DeJounte Murray to Davis. Has a chance. That's no good. New Orleans will take it up. Payton to Stanley Johnson. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Stanley Johnson has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 76% from the line. First one, counted.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. DeJounte Murray to Davis. Willie Cauley-Stein able to recover with the block. Holiday controls the basketball. Down a bundle. Cauley-Stein. San Antonio ball. Stanley Johnson, strong finish. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Screen coming.
Right.
DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. Payton into the front court. 14-point deficit. Cauley-Stein shot misses. To DeRozan. DeJounte Murray lets it fly from long range, and the rebound taken by the Pelicans. Drew Holiday matched up with DeRozan. Cauley-Stein to Payton. Anthony Davis.
He didn't even get a chance to do it before he got to the line.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 3, Jeremy Lamb. Into the game
Holiday. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Hayden with the basketball. Trailing by 14. Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Kuzma to Payton. Curling inside. Steps through and scores.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Spurs will take the timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. DeRozan to Murray. To Davis. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Aldridge to DeRozan. Able to convert inside.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Kyle Kuzma. Stanley Johnson, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Screen coming. Holiday, down to Coley Stein. Almost unlucky bounce. Jumper's good.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Hayden into the front court. His guys down big. Holiday, they get it to Kuzma, down low. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
DeJounte Murray to Davis. Can't connect. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Murray into the front court. They lead it by 14. To DeRozan. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. DeRozan with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Davis to Murray. Davis gets it in the right corner. To Davis. For 3. Off the iron. No good. Holiday to Kyle Kuzma. Scores from the post. We get a whistle and a timeout as they will get together and talk things over. New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for San Antonio.
Murray with the basketball. His guys leading by 14. DeRozan. Cauley Stein with the rebound. Brogdon to Stanley Johnson. No good. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. It goes down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Brogdon.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Watch cutter. Stay in front of, watch the shot.
Brogdon can't connect.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is...
Flushes down the slam.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Spurs have it. To Aldridge. Deep left corner. DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Old school equals high percentage.
The shot almost. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
I got him.
To Brogdon.
Hit.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Oh, hits it with a defender in his space.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To DeRozan. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And DeMar DeRozan still able to get it to go down after the closeout.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a 3.
Anthony Davis sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Brogdon. Good look that time, but off the mark. Count the basket inside.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over.
Website for more
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. New Orleans going to take it up. Take stock of the floor. And Davis there to grab the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication.
And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic. Bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Quarter three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. All Spurs so far. It's the Pelicans with the basketball as we start the 4th quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
San Antonio with the basketball. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Great feed. Sets it up.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Brogdon. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. To Brogdon. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing the shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. It's Pelicans ball to Stanley Johnson. Too much contact.
Damn.
Free throws coming.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Got a piece. Knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Brogdon. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Going to launch beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Brogdon. And throws it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Fires the 3. Not going down here. Stein. It's a big finish.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Stanley Johnson. Oh, he had him there for a second. Try from the baseline, but it won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Stanley Johnson. To Brogdon. Not that time. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
Clean up in aisle. Four, repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
To Brogdon.
Hey, watch this screen leg.
Goes to the right side, driving right to the basket, and he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First try at the line, no good. Missed the second one as well. And scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
I got ball. D up, baby.
To Kyle Kuzma. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Brogdon to Kyle Kuzma. Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. He missed it. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
New Orleans has it. To Brogdon. To Kyle Kuzma. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Aldridge. Off the assist.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Brogdon. Rejected.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And counted at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
From long range. That no good. Off the mark. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
He gets it.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Hayden, down low for Kuzma. Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Fires the three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Hayden with the basketball. His guys down big. To Brogdon. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. From the outside, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Hayden into the front court. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Elfrid Payton matched up with Aldridge. Kuzma. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Cauley Stein powers it through.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To DeRozan. And count the basket inside.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Pelicans have the basketball. Hayden to Kyle Kuzma. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
DeMar DeRozan pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Hayden to Kyle Kuzma. Down low, Cauley Stein. Spurs have it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Holiday in possession. He'll run the offense. Baseline drive. Anthony Davis tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And the 2 counted for Aldridge.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Lets it fly from long range, and that's rebounded by Kuzma. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Slam dunk. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Holiday to Kyle Kuzma. Anthony Davis rejects it. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it. Kyle Kuzma at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 75% so far tonight. Oops, he missed the first one. Oh, he missed them both. Got a piece of it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Payton with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Kuzma to Holiday. Kuzma to Payton. New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Holiday cleans it up. Offensive board. Anthony Davis with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley-Stein. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. For 3, off the mark. No good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
I got blocked. That's me.
Payton to Holiday. Kuzma to Payton.
Hey, big screen right there. Big screen.
To Kyle Kuzma. 4-3. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Pelicans basketball. Alfred Payton, guarded by Murray. Has a chance, and he drains it.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
It's the Spurs who are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Tatum Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Spurs could not have been more dominant in this game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the San Antonio Spurs. The Pelicans are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Second chance points.
The San Antonio Spurs did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, they were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2.
Here are the upcoming games for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Spurs were simply amazing. And on behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.